9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, thank you very much to everyone joining us for the post-fight press conference. I'm Ray Flores on behalf of Premier Boxing Champions and TGB Promotions. What a night here in Phoenix, Arizona. A great fight town, passionate fan base, and they were treated to a tremendous night of boxing. Largely in part to the man to my left, who fought valiantly with the heart and will of a champion, but he came up short from Wilmington, Delaware. Wilmington, Delaware should be very proud of this man's efforts. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyrone Davis. Round of applause for Kyrone Davis. And also, his esteemed trainer is someone who actually looked after his fighter probably better than most trainers that I know in the world. Someone who is an unheralded trainer, and I don't think somebody that gets enough credit for what he does for the sport and his fighters. From Philadelphia, PA, Stephen Breadman Edwards, ladies and gentlemen, the trainer of Kyrone Davis as well. Round of applause for Stephen Edwards, who did a wonderful job in the corner. Kyrone, I want to go ahead and initially, how are you feeling? Obviously, I know you're disappointed, but I mean, my goodness, you came out and you fought your heart out tonight.
That's all you can do. If you're going to step in that ring, you got to be willing to give it all. And I wasn't going to come out that ring without giving it my all. And even though I'm disappointed that I couldn't win, I want to let everybody know that, I ain't leave nothing there.
And Breadman, I want to know from you, how proud are you of the performance of Kyrone Davis? I know this is not easy, taking the loss, but I mean, I thought you guys put up a heck of an effort here tonight in hostile territory here in Phoenix.
I'm extremely proud. David Benavidez is a duck fighter. A lot of people don't want to fight the guy. He's a monster, and Kyrone didn't even give a second thought about fighting him. We pretty much saved the show, you know what I mean? The guy tested positive like 3 weeks ago, so we pretty much saved the show. So I'm really proud of him, that he gave that kind of effort. I'm disappointed that he lost. Because despite what people may say, once you take a fight, you in it. And I know that you guys probably thought it was a long shot, but we really believed that we could win. We tried to win. We did everything we could to win. We was like waking up 6 o'clock in the morning, running, meeting twice a day, doing everything we could. We didn't come here to lay down. I know some people like come and lay down for a check, or the media and the fans, they like, oh God, Kyrone's gonna get killed. He's just doing it for the money. We may sound crazy, but we really believe that we could win that fight. And I'm just disappointed because I love the kid. I've been training him since he was 18 years old, and I don't want to see him get hurt. And this is morbid, people don't like to talk about it, but he would have went till he couldn't go no more, and he's really one of them kind of guys. He kept telling me, like, don't stop it, I'm okay, but I know it's not, I can't let him get hurt, so that's disappointing because he cried. I know he wanted to win. He believed that he could pull the fight out, but his head started snapping back, his body language, and I just was like, it's not worth that, so gotta live with my decision.
I'll turn it over to the media, but before I do that, I think that the fans in Phoenix appreciated the effort of Kyrone Davis. He came in, booed by the crowd, and then he left after the effort that he put up, and he was cheered because the fight fans appreciated the kind of effort and the kind of fighter that Kyrone Davis is. So he certainly got the appreciation and won over the fans here in Phoenix. A wonderful crowd. I'll turn it over to the media for questions. We have a man in the back. Do we have a microphone by chance for the media? If we can go ahead and get a question.
Well, I can do it.
Go ahead.
Sir, what is it that some of the things that David did that you were surprised?
I don't think I was surprised with anything in particular. I knew that he was quick. He knew how to cut off the ring. I knew that he was a volume puncher. So nothing really surprised me. I just couldn't do the things that I wanted to do. Maybe if I had a longer camp, I've been able to give a little bit more. But I honestly, what I was in there with, I knew I was in there with. I wasn't surprised by anything.
Thank you.
Kyrone, what did he say to you when he hugged you right as a...
Oh, no, he just said, man, you a warrior, good fight, man, you made me work. And I told him, good fight, I appreciate it, the opportunity. He's a two-time world champion for a reason, and I knew that going in. And we just embrace each other and we show each other respect. I think that I earned his respect. He earned mine.
Jay?
Kyrone, first of all, you earned the respect, like you just said, from everybody, even the fans here. I want to go back, talk about David Benavidez. At this performance that he's had this whole year and the past year, do you think he could be a potential threat to Canelo or even Jamal Charlo?
I don't want to talk about that. It's not something that I'm not a matchmaker, I'm a fighter. What he does with his career, is what he does with his career. I wish him the best, but I'm not going nowhere. So we can keep talking. I don't want to talk about nobody. I'll be back.
If you have questions, we have the microphone being passed around, so when you go ahead and ask a question, wait for the microphone to get to you, and then we will go ahead and move forward. Ernie?
This is for Brendan. In between one of the rounds, it was reported on social media that the referee came over when you were discussing stopping a fight and said, "This is a close fight." Number one, have you ever had a referee come and say that to you? And B, did you find it to be inappropriate?
I did notice that he said that. I did think it was weird. I don't want to get into criticizing officials and stuff, but I thought that was weird. It was almost like, he was like telling me to let him go out on his back. I didn't understand that. It's not the referee's job to tell me what the score is.
No, I think what he was doing, because he said something about going low or something like that.
Okay.
So he might have said that he was trying to say not like he wasn't trying to take any points away.
Okay.
So he was trying to say don't make me get interfered with a fight. I think that's what he was saying.
Okay. Maybe that's what it was throughout the game. I did hear him say this is a close fight, but I didn't know what caused him to say that. So I didn't pay attention to that though. I didn't care about what he thought the score was or anything like that. But I did hear him say that. I just in the middle of the chaos and everything like that, you can't worry about somebody else's opinion, because it's not about if the fight is close or not. It's about if he's taking the wrong type of punishment, if his body language, if his head is snapping a certain kind of way, he couldn't see out of his eyes. So that's more important than how close the fight is to me.
What do you got? Someone behind you that wants to ask a question?
This question is for both of you guys. Kyrone, you said that you were disappointed that you couldn't go more on the fight, but then your coach said that he was looking out for you. So what was that conversation right after the fight ended, or in the locker room, of just how the fight went about for you guys?
My coach loves me, so when he stopped the fight, I knew what it was. He kept trying to ensure me hey, I was doing this for you, I was doing this for you, I was doing this for you. And I looked him in his face and I told him, look, I'm not mad at you, I'm mad at myself. Because I wanted to pull it out. But this guy, he comes to the gym early in the morning. He's there a lot of times before me. He plans to work out. He spends his own money. For a long time, he didn't make no money training me. I was making $1,000 a fight, $5,000 a fight. He's getting a small percentage of that. He was making no money. My assistant, my dad, my mom, everybody who put so much into me. No, I don't have no type of feelings when it comes to the people that I have in my corner. I trust them, so that's his job. That's what I pay him to do. I pay him to protect me, because I can't protect myself. I tell you that right now. I would have went out, and, out. I wasn't going in there to quit. So he wants to see me continue my career. So he did what was best, even though it might not have been what I thought should have been done. He knows what's best, and he's still in my corner. He'll be coaching me for the rest of my fight. It's not no. Oh, I need to switch trainers, or I'm mad at him. I understand the love that he had for me.
Sean?
Kyrone, incredible effort and courage tonight, man. Benavidez is known as a big puncher. He hits you with some good combinations, but he never dropped you, never hurt you too bad. How much of a puncher is he? How much of that was just you have a granite chin, and how much is it he doesn't punch as hard or does punch as hard as people think? What would you say about his power?
Can I say something about that?
Of course.
That's why I stopped the fight. because I know he got a granite chin. And when you could take a punch like that, and he was only down one time in his career, and it was more like a tangled up thing because it was a southpaw. And I've been training him since he was 18. I've had him in the gym with guys like Triple G, big punchers, and his chin always hold up. He's like built for that. And when you got a guy like that don't go down and got a lot of heart, that's how you see somebody get hurt in boxing. That's the #1 reason why. Because I think Benavidez can punch, but he's not like a one-punch knockout artist. He's more like a heavy-handed volume guy that throws a lot of punches. And that's the kind of guy that could hurt you round after round after round after round. It's actually better to get hit one time and go to sleep early than somebody to beat on you round after round. And I knew he wasn't going to quit, and I knew he could take his punches. And that is the reason why. Because Kyrone was like, he hits hard, but he doesn't hit like nothing I've never felt before. And that's how you could get hurt, because of the volume and the punch after punch. So that's why I stopped the fight.
And Kyrone, before we let you go, I think you went ahead and stated that you're thinking about moving down to 160. Is that still in your mind, or was that just initial thoughts after the fight?
I moved up to take the opportunity in this game. You gotta take risks. So they called me and they said, Anthony Durrell, his opponent pulled out. We need somebody to fill in. I came up and said, hey, look, that's 8 pounds. Coach talked about it. I moved up. Then they called me short notice. They needed somebody on the main event on Fox Sports 1 to cover the card. They gave me 13 days. I went out and got a unanimous decision.
That's when you fought Martez McGregor back on September 5th.
Then they called me because somebody popped up negative and said, whatever. I don't know what it is because I don't put nothing in my system. But they called me with 16 days to get ready for David Benavidez, supposed to be this monster. I don't turn nobody down. I said this is a great opportunity. Hold on. I said these are great opportunities. So I kept coming in. I will be going back down to 160, my actual weight class, and I look to be a problem.
He never really moved up. That's just the offers that we got. He was a 160 pounder. The fight before the Durrell fight was at 160, and we just got the call of the fight at 68, and we just had to take the fights because of the circumstances. Obviously, it's prize fight and the money was good or whatever, but he never said, well, I'm going to be a 68 pounder. This is just the offers that he just happened to be getting. So people keep saying he moved up in weight. We just taking the opportunities that's getting presented to us. We were trying to fight Daranchenko at 160, and we couldn't get the fight. So we just said, all right, fine. We got to take whatever is offered to us.
Let's do one more here and then one there, and then we'll cut these guys loose.
And Breadman, I obviously I understand how you feel, Kyrone, but Breadman has been known to give his prognostications on the sport. Just from what you saw tonight, man, how does David versus Canelo? Does he have the best shot of anybody in this division?
You know what? It's kind of hard to tell until two guys line up in front of each other. I think David is a really talented young fighter. And he has a chance to beat anybody. Sometimes when you show up for a fight, you raise your level of your game, and you can pull things off. So I don't want to make a prediction on who will win between David and Canelo, but I do think that David has enough talent and ability to be in the ring with Canelo. He's a very, very talented fighter. I've been looking at him for a long time. He can fight. I'm not going to say he can beat Canelo, though. That's a tall order. Canelo's an all-time great fighter, so there's levels to this game, but, they got to fight and see.
Like a Saca Boxing Club from Argentina. First of all, congrats. You gave a hell of a show. You mesmerized people from Argentina. Are we going to see you back in the ring?
100%.
When?
Well, let's see. I'm gonna enjoy the holidays. I'm gonna get right back in the gym. I'm gonna work hard. I'll make some music because I'm an artist too. I make music. I'll make some music. I'm gonna enjoy my family, and then we're gonna come back as soon as my coach and Al Heyman team, everybody comes and they say, hey, this is a good opportunity, and we're gonna take it from there. I'm not really thinking about, the first thing I want to do is every time a boxer get out the ring, be like, what's next? What's next? I'm about to go get sleep.
All right, give it up for Kyrone Davis, ladies and gentlemen, heck of an effort.
Thank you, Kyron.
Go enjoy that prize money and get some rest, enjoy the holidays, and we look forward to seeing you soon.